Balanced parental language that respects the child while enforcing rules, raising a child with respect, is entirely different from simply allowing everything unconditionally. While it is essential to respond kindly and consistently to a child's emotions, parents must be firm when it comes to promises and rules. If these two aspects are mixed improperly or not properly implemented, the child may become confused, feeling caught between opposing directions. For example, when a child complains, "Why do I have to stand at the end of the line?" a parent should explain, "Rules must be followed. Just as you are important, so are the other children." On the other hand, if a parent always takes the child's side and says, "You must always be first in line," the child will fail to learn social norms. For a child to function smoothly in society, a certain level of rule compliance and consideration for others is essential. A child's attitude towards school life is closely related to the home environment. Children who struggle to get along with friends at school or are easily hurt by minor issues often come from homes where they are overly protected or where rules are not properly enforced. When parents treat their child like a prince or princess and fulfill every demand, the child may lack social resilience and the ability to cope with frustration. Conversely, if parents ignore the child's feelings and are excessively strict, the child may become emotionally unstable. In discipline, the parent's words and attitude are very important. Threats such as, "If you don't do this, a goblin will come," or "the teacher will scold you," negatively affect the child. Additionally, speaking ill of or criticizing friends also harms the child's social relationships. A balanced approach is needed. Respond kindly to the child's emotions while firmly guiding them regarding promises and rules. When a parent reacts emotionally to a child's misbehavior and ends with statements like, "Don't ever do that again," it can actually distance the child from the parent. The child may develop a fear that "Mom might dislike me," weakening trust between them. Instead, it is preferable to support the child with an open attitude, saying, "If this happens again, Mom will help you, so let's solve it together." Excessive parental interference in a child's friendships is also problematic. When parents try to create friends for the child or force them not to play with certain peers, it can hinder the child's social development. However, if the child faces serious issues that are difficult to resolve alone, it is necessary to collaborate with the homeroom teacher to receive appropriate support. At such times, parents should carefully evaluate whether their approach prioritizes the child's growth and problem solving rather than their own emotions. For a child to shine in school life, their home life must be rich and fulfilling. It is important for parents to engage in continuous dialogue with their child, understand what the child is learning at school, and share those experiences together. For example, if parents read the elementary school textbooks themselves, they can better understand the child's learning content and school life. This helps the child feel that home and school are connected, encouraging more active participation in school activities. Furthermore, encouraging the child to take initiative at school is necessary. For instance, when the child learns about their neighborhood or community and social studies, parents showing interest by discussing these topics together can help the child feel pride in what they are learning and foster a positive attitude toward school life. The attitude that most profoundly influences a child's life is when parents stand alongside the child and work together to solve problems. When the child struggles with academic issues, parents need to support them by taking their side, showing curiosity, and striving to understand the child's feelings and situation. Helping the child study independently without applying excessive pressure or displaying aggressive attitudes is crucial. Finally, parents must carefully observe how the child reacts in various situations and what kind of support they need. When the child encounters difficulty with homework, it is advisable to say, "If you have trouble with your homework, ask Mom for help. I am always ready to assist you," encouraging the child to seek help independently. When parents maintain this collaborative problem-solving attitude, the child can grow healthily both at school and at home.